Well, hello! It's Luxury Fred, and this is the 2019 Rolls-Royce Cullinan, their ultra-luxury SUV. Let me push the button to close the door here. And let me give you a full tour of this incredible ultra-luxury SUV. Okay, and let me give you a tour of the interior of the Cullinan. The first feature I love is got two buttons up there, and if we push and hold the left one, it shuts that big heavy door for us. So inside, again, you're just surrounded by beautiful materials and solid feeling materials with you have wood, and you have wood over here, sorry. You have leather, you have the Rolls-Royce logos in the door, which is an option. You have wonderful leather on the armrest, and then you have, of course, aluminum and metal controls for the rear view mirror and things like that. Let me start the car. And before I keep rambling on, let me stop and say, please subscribe to my channel. I have all kinds of great luxury car and luxury travel content. Try to post a video every couple days. If you've already subscribed, thank you very much. And if you haven't, all you need to do is click the subscribe button, and I would be very thankful for that. So you have, these are digital gauges, but they look like analog gauges, but that's all a computer image there. We have a few controls on the steering wheel. We have your cruise control and your distance controls here. And then on the right side, you have kind of your radio controls and things like that for the phone. The one complaint I have is your gear shift lever is right here, but your windshield wipers and windshield washer lever is right here. So sometimes if you're not careful, again, because I don't drive this car all the time, instead of reaching for this, you reach for the windshield wipers and you turn them on instead. Really nice interior, of course, with solid wood here and leather, and again continuing down with kind of a shiny wood surface here, and then you can close both of those up, and again you have the wonderful wood. So up here you have your infotainment screen, and these are very cool. These buttons can be set to do anything, and you can remind yourself the buttons can be set to do anything. They can set to go to your climate control, and for example button 8, if you push that, it goes to your Spirit of Ecstasy, and then if you change this, you can raise and lower it, so it's set on automatic. But if you check lower, and you see up there, then you can lower it up out of the way, and then if you click raise, then it raises back up. I'll put it back on automatic, and again tells you what it does there. And then this is also a touch screen, so if you touch it, it will go. You can do that like that. Really nice climate control, solid metal vents, and then you have these metal pull push things to control the airflow. Typical Rolls-Royce, you have soft, medium, high, and max for the air settings, and then you can't put specific temperatures. You can make it hotter or colder, you know, blue and red, and then you can even split upper and lower and make your upper a little lower, upper a little cooler, or upper a little warmer, whatever you like, and split them like that. And then these are the other controls. Again, attention to detail. Yes, you have heated seats, but you also can turn on heat on the steering wheel. You can turn on heat on the armrests. You can turn on heat on the center armrests. You can turn on the heat on the rear armrests and the center armrest in the rear as well. Just total control over everything. And that's what I was saying before, that's what this car gives you, is the ability to customize every aspect of the driving experience to be exactly the way that you want it. So again, continuing on the steering wheel, this is how you shift into drive and reverse. And this is how you put it in park. You push the button there. Low is if you're going up a hill, you hit that. Some other features, again, this is an SUV, but all the controls are rather basic. If you want to go off-road, you click the button that says off-road. And then you do have some options here for what kind of surface that you have. You can see uneven firm ground, uneven firm ground, slippery loose ground, or very soft loose ground. And that will change, as you can see, the traction or the, not sure what DSC is, digital security, not sure what DSC is. But anyhow, so on-road you can change the settings as well for normal roads, deep snow, and professional driver is where it turns everything off. Interesting. And all that is controlled with this wheel with the Spirit of Ecstasy on it. You can see media, communications, menu, map, navigation, options, back. And then this is a nice metal wheel with a kind of a rubber on the outside. These are metal with leather trim on them, which is very nice. And again, this is how you scroll through the different addresses and things like that. You can also move this like that to move things around, and then you push it to select things. You have your cup holder up here, and then you have your very nice center console here. Okay, so continuing on the interior tour, this interior is Selby gray with Armagnac and black accents, and it has what's called bespoke editing, which is a $6,000 option. So you have these amazing seats with the Rolls-Royce logo, and the Rolls-Royce logo is a $1,400 option to have the Rolls-Royce monogram on the headrest, and that embossment, that Rolls-Royce embossed RR on the door, is a $1,900 option. See that right there? So that reminds you. So some other options that this has on the seats: contrast seat piping for $4,025 and colored stitching for $2,075. So we have the contrast piping, which would be this, and the colored stitching, which would be this. And here's a closer look at the seat. And I'll show you the Lamb's Wolf. And you can see we have nice metal seat controls here. We have kind of a under thigh part that will extend out. And this, of course, controls the height of the seat. And then this puts the seat back And then you also have kind of a lumbar function there as well. And just beautiful wood here above the glove box with this pebbled textured leather. And then this is the custom $6,800 Cullinan clock. And interestingly, there's only two places that say Cullinan on the Cullinan. One is on the clock, and the other is on the door sill here. So I wanted to film a little bit of my review, just a little bit, sitting in the back seat, because the back seat is kind of almost the best place to be in this SUV. The two rear seats are elevated. I am sitting higher than the front two seats, and that is what Rolls-Royce calls Pavilion Seating, and that means I have this amazing view. I can look all around, and I'm raised up above the driver and the passenger, so I can kind of look down over them. We have this big spacious back seat area. Now this is what's called the lounge seat, and I'll show you more when I do the detailed interior tour. This is the lounge seat. You can also get this rear seat as two sport seats with a refrigerator and drinks cabinet in the middle. And it is just an extremely luxurious place to be. You don't hear any road noise, you don't hear anything. I can sit here and work. We have both a picnic table with a beautiful wood surface here, as well as kind of a tablet that also allows me to see the different functions of the car, the speed, control the infotainment system and things like that. So it is just an amazing place to be. So let's take a look in the back. So of course, first thing you notice is we have the, of course, signature rear hinged doors back here for easy access. You can see on the door more of this open pore black wood, you know, pure wood, wonderfully textured and just feels great to the touch. Part of the super high-end audio system. We have these very cool speaker grills there. And if we get in, now you don't need to worry about reaching over and trying to close that big door yourself. We have two controls here. This is for the headrest. You can move that up and down, and then the other button says door, and if we push that, it shuts the door for us automatically. So this is a very nice place to be in the Cullinan. I think a lot of people that buy this car ride in the back. Okay, so very cool feature that we have in the back are the picnic tables. This is a $4,000 option, and to activate them, you see there's two buttons on the back of the rear seat, one on the left, one on the right. The one on the right activates the picnic table, which again has that wonderful wood surface, and you can eat back here, you can work whatever you'd like. And then if you push the left button, then we get this enormous tablet. Now you can look at, you can set the destination, because again, you're being driven somewhere, so you're in control. You can change the destination, you can change the navigation, you can look at the clock, and this is very cool. If you're sitting in the back, you can't really see what time it is on the analog clock up there. See that? So Rolls-Royce has provided a separate, simulated analog clock for the rear passengers here. Then of course, again, you can change the output, you can adjust the music, you can adjust headphones, volume, you can change, what's playing, that kind of thing, whatever you'd like. And then again, you can put this away by clicking just the left one, and that shuts. And then you have the same thing on this side, where if you push the right one, you get both the screen and the picnic table. So you have separate climate control back here for the rear. You have, again, this beautiful wood surface, and you have your controls here for on and off, and these great metal vents, and even the vent down by your feet is aluminum. And when the seat is back, you barely even see that, but still the fit and finish of everything is amazing. Something else very cool is you have this truly enormous panoramic sunroof. And look how big that is. Okay, and one more cool thing I wanted to point out that kind of goes with the cargo area in the back seats is that there are actually little seat controls inside the doors that allow me to put the rear seats up and down while I'm sitting in one of the rear seats, which is something truly unique. So if I click this, then as I'm sitting here, it will put that half of the seat down in case I want to reach back and grab something from the cargo compartment back there. And then with another flick of the switch, it will put the seat back up while I'm sitting here, which is very cool. Okay, and now let me show you the kind of the cargo capacity and how you can configure this to be very usable. So here we have the beautiful back seat, as I've showed you before, and let me show you how this is a real usable SUV. So if we shut the door and we go back here, and we can open tailgate like that, and the top comes up. Then we can push this and the bottom opens. Okay, so we have a very nice I guess you can put the toolkit and stuff like that in there, but very plush cargo area here. You have a solid top. This is kind of a wood leather covered material. You can. Okay, so now we've got the back end. I took off the cargo cover there. And let me show you how easy it is to really turn this into a big, let me show you how easy it is to really use this space back here. So to put the seats down, we simply touch two buttons here, bam, and bam, just one touch. And you can see the seats go down. Now, really cool feature. So you can see you have all this cargo space, but you have that kind of hump there. See that hump? It kind of separates the cargo area from the rear seats. And that's there so that if you put luggage or something like that back here, it's not going to slide into the passenger compartment.